Welcome to forever.
Alright, yo, what is up guys? It is me, Man97 here, and today you guys will be seeing some Splitgate gameplay. And I don't know which gameplay is going to go first. I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up using like two different gameplays. I have one that's just snipers only, and it's really interesting because Splitgate combines like Halo and Portal, the game Portal, and it has portals in the game that you could teleport from one side of the map to the other using some walls that you could actually like put portals into. In this sniping gameplay, there's actually no portals allowed. It's kind of more classic Halo style combat. But you know, Splitgate is kind of like something that's like bringing back a good nostalgic feel to my heart, because during the time of the legendary console wars of, you know, Xbox 360 and PS3 and Nintendo Wii, you know, whatever console you were on, you kind of felt really diehard for it. And at the time, all my cousins had Xbox when I had PlayStation and Nintendo Wii, but overall it kind of put me on the opposite side of my cousins. While they were all playing Xbox 360 and playing stuff like Halo, I was just, you know, stuck playing just regular Call of Duty, which was not horrible because I actually love playing Call of Duty. But at the time, whenever I would go over to my grandparents' house and all my cousins got together in someone's room, we would always just boot up Halo and always be playing like Halo 2, Halo 3, even playing Halo 2 like on the original Xbox. But I remember how much I wanted to kind of, you know, just like no life that game to fulfill those times when I really wanted to play Halo a lot. And the only time I was only able to play Halo was when I was with my cousin. And just knowing on who was coming to whose house and understanding who had what, we always knew when that one person came over that we would all sit together in one room and we would play Halo. And it was just, you know, a lot of fun. And there were a few times whenever they would actually bring over the console to my house and we had like maybe like a sleepover and we would just, you know, play all night. We would kind of like bridge our internet to be able to play from a laptop to the Xbox, like a lot of kind of like old stuff that I feel like a lot of people don't really know about anymore, but these are definitely like really good memories of mine. I feel like Splitgate right now is kind of filling in that void for me, where it actually really does feel like I'm playing like Halo 3 at that time when I was like in middle school. A game where the combat is like really responsive, really like to the point, like kind of just like really smooth overall. And you know, not only that, I kind of get to fulfill like all these like montages I have in my head of playing like some sniping gameplay on Splitgate, which I actually have some like little clips, nothing really too insane. The best thing I've hit so far is just like a quad on screen, which is similar to, you know, getting a quad on Call of Duty. And I think I ended up getting one more kill in that game. You know, when you go on streaks, just like in Halo, there's like different like sayings, and I ended up getting something called kaleidoscope, actually, not kaleidoscope, kaleidoscope. And it was actually pretty funny, my reaction. I actually might insert it just so you guys could see like really quick. It's actually like pretty funny.
One. Team Shadi Snipers.
Got one.
Nice. It's not like I hit him.
Collateral.
Oh my
Collateral?
god. Ain't no way.
Collateral.
Oh my god. I'm not shooting first anymore, bro. I'm not shooting first.
Kaleidoscope.
Oh my god.
Kaleidoscope? I found it really interesting looking at the Splitgate gameplay whenever I first saw it and seeing like these two games that I actually like loved a lot during my middle school years of Halo and Portal kind of being like meshed together. And after seeing it, I thought, you know, that would be like really interesting because I could kind of see like the playmaking potential. It just like makes a lot of really like funny entertaining clips that, you know, other games can't really fulfill. It's definitely filling up a void, you know, of like always wanting to play Halo, you know, when at the time I just couldn't. I physically couldn't because I didn't have the console to be able to play it. But now this game, that it feels almost exactly like Halo 3, and it's just like amazing, you know, to just start playing and being able to pick up some of the mechanics and everything like that. There is kind of this like skill curve to it. It gets really intense like once you're really good with like maneuvering around with the portals. Like it's really insane what people could do, and kind of like, I guess, taking from like Portal speedruns like from the actual game, you can actually stand inside of the portal and being able to like portal from one side of the map to the other while still being inside the portal and kind of like manipulating that little space you have in between. It's like really amazing, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just like a lot of fun, and it brings me back like a lot of memories of playing with like my family and us kind of doing like little tournaments and having those little sniper 1v1s on Guardian, and it was just like really funny, you know. And I guess, like, you know, if you know, you know, like Halo 3 is like one of like the best multiplayer experiences. If you ever had the chance to play it at the time, it was like just so amazing, so clean, so smooth. And you know, there is the Master Chief collection, which is something definitely I want to maybe like look into more, but at the moment I'm kind of really stuck on Splitgate. I always thought that the mechanic of portals adds more uniqueness to it, and you know, it kind of brings together, like how I said earlier, like two games that I actually love into one game. So you know, I always thought it was something like interesting to kind of put together and experience it. But you know, it's just really interesting on how sometimes these games kind of like circle back, where before games are trying to kind of innovate and do something new, there's a game like Splitgate where literally the game developers have stated on their website or somewhere, I remember seeing it somewhere, that you know, they wanted to remake or kind of make a game that reminded them of their childhood or something they would be playing, you know, in their early teens, and kind of like, I guess, no lifing at that point. And they really captured it playing like Halo 3 multiplayer. But something I always remember, you know, is kind of just, you know, sitting next to one of my cousins, and you know, we're playing split screen, and then he always had that kind of like urge to look into the other person's like screen, you know, because it was actually split down right in the middle like that. And a lot of people, you know, became really creative on how the way they want to kind of like separate that to make sure that there isn't as much screen checking, which was something that me and my cousins called it. I'm pretty sure a lot of people called it a lot of different stuff, but yeah, we called it screen checking or screen peeking, something like that. And you know, there's kind of like, I guess, that meme, but like something also like you would literally try to kind of, you know, make it as fair as possible. Even though you're playing on the same TV, you would try to like, you know, separate it in half somehow to be able to just have a fair fight, because you could always see what the other person is gonna do. But being able to experience that all over again has just been really like fulfilling for sure. You know, whenever I kind of remember between those times where I had to pick a side between Call of Duty and Halo, I always picked Call of Duty just because I didn't have Halo. I didn't really have that experience, that kind of knowledge to back it up compared to other people, even though I always showed my appreciation to, you know, playing Halo, because especially that's kind of one of the first games that kind of pushed me in a way to kind of, you know, do some pretty insane stuff. But because of playing with my cousins, you know, and them kind of, you know, showing me some stuff about first person shooters that I didn't really think about before. I did play first person shooters on like the GameCube and on the Nintendo 64, but you know, when it came down to playing Halo for the first time, playing Halo 2 on the original Xbox, when they handed me the controller, and then I said, you know, this is kind of turning really slow, and they ended up telling me that I could actually turn up my sensitivity. And then, you know, they kind of joke around saying that, you know, nobody plays on an insane sensitivity, that's like kind of unrealistic. And then for some reason it just clicked for me. I was able to kill them like a lot more quickly and to react a lot quickly. But you know, it's been really interesting going back to Splitgate, because me and my friends actually spent like a good amount of time playing it in the meanwhile, when we're kind of all envisioning us kind of hopping on Halo and kind of seeing how that chemistry could have been. Because you know, you always have that like friend group. Whenever a game comes out, you're like, oh yeah, we're gonna be like really good at that, and we're gonna be able to like be unstoppable. And that's kind of been like my experience in Call of Duty for the most part, but I never really had that experience in Halo. So when I was able to get my group of friends onto Splitgate, and it was fun, you know, kind of relearning some like new mechanics that other FPSs don't have, and you know, being together and kind of figuring out some little like strategies, and being able to kind of figure out some things on how to be able to kind of, you know, abuse the portals, and being able to just maneuver around, and it makes gameplay like a lot more exciting overall. But I know deep down inside I feel really happy, you know, I'm able to kind of fulfill this dream of kind of playing like a Halo-esque game that reminds me of Halo from the past, because Halo right now is really good too, but nothing kind of beats, you know, in my eyes, like Halo 3. Halo 3 is just Halo 3, and Halo 2 is Halo 2. Those games were just like really amazing to play. So if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, hit the subscribe button down below, turn on the notification bell, and you know, something we always want to show on this channel is a different variety of gameplays that we're always going to upload. And you know, I think we've been sticking really true to that. We have not only Call of Duty, but Valorant, but League of Legends, and any other game we could think of. But not only that, but most importantly, games that we actually enjoy playing. But keep a lookout for future uploads, and thanks for watching, guys. Good night.